welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's January 12th, 2024. It is a massive mail week. I'm not sure if I can get it all in one hand. All this showed up this week, so I got lots to talk about. You better have yourself a beverage close by, maybe a pastry or something to keep up your energy level to make it through to the end of the video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed, like, leave positive comments, and share with other people. And there are other great videos that have just come out this week. I'm so excited about the collaboration with Snail Mail with Smokey. If you haven't seen Stamp vs. Stamp episode 3, go check that one out on my channel, as well as going over to his channel to check it out. That happened this week. Oh, and there's stuff coming up too. I'm excited. There's a lot of things going on right now. But the first thing we got to tackle with is the mail that showed up this week. And part of that is 11 official post-crossing cards showed up. So we're going to start with those, then we'll get into the direct mail that showed up as well. All right, the first one I have is this one from Finland, and this comes from Chrissy, and she says, hope you're fine. She lives in the countryside in the southern part of Finland. The weather has been very snowy and the temperature near freezing throughout Christmas. This is called the Snow Castle. And on the other side, there's a stamp. That looks like a fun stamp. It's funny, I get lots of beautiful mail from Finland, from Media, and it seems like they're always putting out new stamps because every card seems to have a different one. So thank you, Kirsty, for this one of the Snow Castle. This next one comes from Malaysia. We are in 2024, which is Year of the Dragon, and even though this one doesn't have a name associated to it, they say that hope this finds you quickly and you have good health and prosperity in 2024. It is the Year of the Dragon, and so hopefully you guys, whoever you are, enjoy it too. And also enjoy watching the YouTube video, because that's what they said. They're surely going to watch the videos. There are the beautiful stamps all the way from Malaysia. Always love getting cards from a variety of countries. Was messaging today with someone and saying, I just love going to the mailbox and seeing what happens to be out there, whether it's a friend mail showing up or whether it's something from post crossing. You never know what it's going to be, and that's one from Malaysia, so thank you so much. Here we have a snowy card from the United States. This comes from Kelly, and says she lives in a small town in Massachusetts, so not too far away. New England states are right around the corner from where I am. Looks like they have more snow than we do. If you look out back there, you can actually see that there is part of my deck that you can still see. There's a little bit of snow at the back end. So we had snow the other day. Let's give you some light again. And yeah. But we had rain that followed right after it, so pretty much washed away any new snow that we had. We are apparently getting snow again tomorrow, followed by rain. So the same thing might happen. Anyways, back to this card. I got sidetracked by the snowy card. It said she loves to travel, read, watch movies, collect stickers and postcards, and make Christmas candy. That sounds good, making Christmas candy. I spent most of my days dog sitting for a friend while she is at work. And then she says, but she's basically a cat person. So, all right. It's good that you can get along with everyone. So she said, hope you have a great Christmas. I did. It was nice having both my kids here again, and my daughter's gone back to university. My son is back in school again and traveling. He's actually traveling this weekend to St. John for a basketball tournament. So I hope the team does well, and hopefully he gets some playing minutes. So that is always important too. So thank you, Kelly from Massachusetts. The next card comes from Portugal. It is a nice Star Wars card. Here we've got a Revenge of the Sith card. This comes from Diana. And she says she's studying mechanical engineering and thinks this postcard is perfect for me. She bought this at a vintage shop in her hometown, and she thinks that it was a very nice find in a place that sells old lamps and furniture. That's what it looks like it says. And I hope you like it. Sending many greetings. So thank you, Diana. Excuse me. There are the stamps. And I do like it. Always a fan of Star Wars. This next card comes from the United States. It is a Christmas vintage card, and this comes from Pennsylvania from Amy. She says, I hope hope the holiday season is joyous time for you. May 2024 be kinder to us than 2023. Looking forward to checking out your YouTube channel. Well, I hope you tuned in now so you can see your card on that said YouTube channel. There's the forever stamp. Yeah, I'm hoping for a great 2024. I'm not sure that I would say that 2023 was bad for me. I can't think of a horrible thing that happened this year. I know we've had, on a global scale, there are lots of negative things going on, so I'm always positive that something better will happen in the next year. As we always say every January, hopefully this year is better than the last. So hopefully whatever memories we have of it will be great ones. All right, this next card comes from Germany, and it's from Sandra. It is a 2024 card, and it shows all the different things. Did you know that 2024 was a leap year? So February is going to have 29 days rather than 28. The Summer Olympics are going to take place in Paris this year. It's the year of the dragon. Euro 2024 takes place from June 14th to July 14th. Europe 2024, I'm not sure what that one is for, but you guys can tell me. I'm sure all my European followers will let me know. And there's going to be a total eclipse this year, so there's a whole bunch of things to look forward to. Sandra says that she lives with her husband and her dog in the Ruhr area in Germany. She likes to walk with her dog in the forest and photograph her dog in nature. Also likes to read crime novels, real crime novels, and fantasy books. She's a vegetarian, so she cooks and bakes lots of things herself. Yummy, yummy. And there's a Pinocchio stamp. I haven't yet seen that Pinocchio stamp, so that's a great one. There's a nice cancellation, too, with a dove of peace on it. So thank you so much, Sandra, for that. Here is another card from Germany. This comes from Martin, and he is from Munich. He says, I hope I like this card. I do like this card. And he got Lego Groot for Christmas. I got Lego Groot for Christmas last year. It was a great build, so hopefully you enjoy it. The one I had also comes with the vintage cassette tape. So I'm thinking that's probably the same one you got, which is really cool. And there you go. There are the stamps. So thank you, Martin, for that. Another one from Germany. You guys can translate it, but it is a verse from Psalms 91:1, and this comes from Sonia, and said, today they celebrate New Year's. We have nice memories of 2023, and maybe we'll experience great things as well. I think we should forget any bad experiences and keep the beautiful moments in our hearts. And she said her mother passed away in October at the age of 92. She's not gone. She lives on in another world that we don't yet know. And she likes to compose music on the accordion. And she wishes you a blessed new year. Now, she did put her Instagram name on here so I could look at it, but I was unable to read it properly, so I haven't been able to find it. There is the stamp, a nice sticker, and a very good thought, too, that let's not dwell on bad experiences, as we've talked about in just the past couple postcards, that if you had bad experiences in 2023, remember the good things that you did find in that year, and let's move forward and think of new good things to come. Here we have another card from Germany. This one looks like it comes from Nikki, and it's very interesting. I'm going to show you this. This is the souvenir sheet, the full sheet of the stamp that kind of matches the card, so maybe a maxi card. It's funny when you think of other countries and the animals that they have. Maybe you think of Australia and you think, oh boy, they've got snakes and spiders everywhere. It must be so dangerous to live there. Or southern United States, watch out for all the alligators that are there. And when people think of Canada, they always think about bears, for instance, and think, I can't imagine ever living in Canada because there's going to be bears running around killing you everywhere. It doesn't happen. There are bears around. But the reason I say that is Nikki writes on the bottom, I hope the black bears are sleeping. Stay safe. And that's the only thing she wrote other than Hi Robert on it. So once again, in Germany, they're thinking Canada is very dangerous with bears. But you're right, it's wintertime. The black bears, and them are sleeping. They're hibernating right now. If you're in like the northern area of Canada or northern Manitoba, you've got polar bears. They're around. They're not hibernating. This is their time to play. So yes, some bears can be dangerous. Any animal that you see in the wild, that is their habitat, that is their home. Don't bug them, don't just leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone for the most part. Most animals are skittish and scared of humans. Most animals, unless they are super hungry, I don't want to have anything to do with you. So even a bear, you can scare a bear away with a bell. So there's your tip for if you're going hiking in Canada in the summertime, bring some bells with you. All right, next card, it comes from Russia. It is so cute. See this? Nice, beautiful hedgehog. This comes from Kezia, K-S-E-N-I-A, and they're 11 years old. It said, greetings from the Russian village. We live on the border of Europe and Asia among the Ural Mountains. These are old and low mountains. Recently, we've had frost that has made it minus 37 degrees Celsius, and we didn't go outside for several days. Now the whole world outside the window is snow white like a fairy tale. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much. And you are cool. I appreciate that. I'll watch your videos in the hope that one day you'll see my postcard there. Well, today's that day. If you're watching, this is your postcard, and there are the beautiful stamps. Russia has some of the most amazing artwork stamps out there, so always happy to get them, and happy that you're subscribing and are enjoying this channel. And your card is beautiful, so it is in this channel. All right, the last one I have also comes from Russia. Here we go. There are the stamps. The cancellations comes from Camilla, and she is a bit of an artist. So we have this beautiful one here of the bear helping a little girl put the origami into the tree. The bear, of course, is the symbol of Russia, so helping the little girl get her dreams up there. And Camilla is a bit of an artist, as I'm going to say. I want to show you how she's done this. Maybe I should open it this way. Just little presents and all the different things that are in there. So Camilla's on Instagram. She's mi.camilla.a, and we've been able to communicate through that way. I'm really happy that I've been able to get a hold of someone who's in Russia through Instagram, because I know it has been blocked before. And she is in university now. So she says, nice to meet you. In September, she entered university. Now lives in a dormitory, really likes it here. She's had heavy snowfall where they are. She is also kind of in the Siberia area. Likes to walk, but recently was cold, about minus 32. Loves it when people smile and are happy. It makes me smile. So I want to show you the bottom here. It says, have a good day and Merry Christmas. We've got that one. This one, you can stop believing in elves, but they won't stop believing in you. Great art. And then over here, why is it good for your health to watch the sunset? Did you know it was good for your health to watch the sunset? And then she writes all the different things. Your oxytocin goes up, your cortisol goes down, your insulin sensitivity goes up, anxiety goes down, better sleep and better immunity. Infrared radiation increases melatonin production for better sleep and reduces inflammation. It's beautiful. Is the last reason why you should watch the sunset. So speaking of beautiful, that is amazing and beautiful. Thank you, Camilla. And maybe there'll be more that we can exchange back and forth. All right, let's get into the direct swaps now. And the first one comes from Isabel in Chile. There's the Chilean flag and some of the things you may see if you go to visit. Look at those beautiful mountains. He says, I'm not sure if you like any postcards with flags. I like any sort of postcards people want to send as long as they're positive. I don't want to see negative things show up. That's the only drawback that I have for it. If it's positive in any way, it can be nature, it can be your town, it can be something humorous. It doesn't matter. Send whatever you like. It's a mystery, and I like to be able to show everything. But look at the decorations on the back. One, you've got the beautiful part of the postcard that shows the mountains that are there, but she's used some washi, she's got stickers, we've got a nice stamp on there as well. So thank you, Isabel. I appreciate that very much. The next card speaking of beautiful, 1,000 Shen Christmas card. This one comes from Charlie in the Netherlands. It was just wow when I saw this card show up. She said, it's such a pleasure to interact with you this year. So I really appreciate it as well. And this all started from Charlie wrote to me on Instagram one time, and she wanted to send me the new Lego minifigure stamps, which I thought was amazing that she would even think about doing that. She didn't know me from a hole in the wall, so she's done that. We've been able to exchange cards and messages on Instagram and through the mail, so you never know what a friendship can blossom. So thank you, Charlie. The next card is this Better Call Saul. This card comes from Robert in Albuquerque. On the back, he says, funny, he says, I need a lawyer. Saul Goodman can help you. Stay out of jail. His services are very costly, though. Stay safe and happy. There are the stamps. You guys know the show Better Call Saul? It's really good. It's a spin-off, of course. If you're into making meth and... No, don't get into all that. But you should check out Better Call Saul. It's a good, do I want to call it a comedy? It's a dark comedy, let's say that. It's a dark comedy. There's some sensitive things that go along with it, and the shyster that is Saul Goodman plays a big role. So thank you, Robert, for that. This next card comes from Sophia in Quebec. And she says, think of you and your family on this rainy day in Ottawa. Hope you're, now Ottawa's not in Quebec, she just happened to be going over there. She does normally live in Montreal. But hope your Christmas was great and the New Year will be even better. And on the back, she has put some vintage stamps. And someone at the post office thought, well, we got to cancel them, so we're going to take a marker and draw through them. Down to this. This is a sticker. This is not a stamp. But someone at the post office thought that it might be, so they pen canceled that one out too. Oh, well, they were being efficient, I guess. All right, this next card comes from Germany. It comes from Vera. Knock on wood, because it's a wooden postcard. That is great to get that. The best thing on the back, other than she's sending nice Christmas greetings and stuff, she says, you may have hope you have many more viewers on this channel. Warm greetings from Germany, Vera, or just call me Herring Salad. I had laughed at that because we were on a live chat once, and Vera popped on, and she mentioned that she was making this herring salad. I didn't know what it was. And so she sent me a postcard with the recipe for it. No, I haven't made it yet. I'm not sure if I will. I'm not a huge fish fan in that fashion, especially cold fish on a salad. I've looked at it. My wife has said, no, she's not eating it. So if I was to make it, I'd be making it for myself. So I'm not sure if I will. It may be just one of those dishes that I'll have to have when I come to visit Germany someday. And there are the stamps. I like this one a lot. Cartoony. So thank you, Vera, or Herring Salad, as I may start to call you. All right, this next card is a 3D card. You might think, oh, this comes from one of your viewers in England. No, it comes from Kyler in Prince Edward Island here in Canada. He says, hope you had a great Christmas holiday. We did. Glad to be getting back into things. Any big travel plans coming up? Stay tuned. Maybe. He says that he might be heading to Maine and Boston soon, but first to Moncton. And I'm glad I got this card because he is coming to Moncton tomorrow, because there is a stamp show on in Moncton. I didn't even know about it. So I'm going to go meet up with Kyler tomorrow. If he's coming to town, I will try to shoot some video and see about what is happening at the Moncton stamp show tomorrow. So thank you, Kyler, for letting me know, and thanks for the great card. All right, this next card is another 1,000 Shen card. This comes from Steffi in Germany. Year of the Dragon, love it. I am always happy to get 1,000 Shen cards. Some of them like this just blow me away. The one of Santa Claus in a sled, just beautiful as well. So thank you so much for this. And the stamp, kind of a dragon stamp as well on the back. So thank you so much, Steffi. Next card comes from Austria, another meetup card. This one comes from Carl, and it's kind of the Christmas meetup. Look at the cancellations and the beautiful stamps. Carl, Christian, and Anita are always great for sending me meetup cards from Austria, and they get to go to so many of them. So very jealous about that, that they get to see them. But I'm glad to be included through all these cards that they send me. The next card comes from Julianne, also in Germany. Another Christmas card. Happy holidays, all the best. So thank you so much for that. And Christmas themed stamp. Nice beautiful washi tape that she's done there too. So thank you, Jules. All right, what's the next one we're gonna go to? Let's see, I got this one out of order. All right, I think I got it back in order now. All right, this one comes from Media in Finland. She was at the opera and got this card and turned it into a maxi card because there is the identical stamp. When I talked about getting a variety of Finnish stamps, they continue. So thank you, Media, for that. She wasn't done though. She was in Estonia. They're the Estonian stamps. And she sent me a packet. And in that, a wooden card from Helsinki, the Olympic one. So very vintage. Really like that. And a shape card, a heart card from Tallinn. So she found those at the Christmas market and sent those along. Very beautiful. Wasn't done there. So there's 3 cards. Well, here's another envelope and a fireworks card, a fireworks stamp. You can see it kind of shimmers as you move it and wasn't canceled. Very beautiful. And inside we have this one from Helsinki on the Fortress Island that she went to visit back on, this was sent on Christmas. And if you're offended in any way, this is a sauna card. Saunas are very popular in Finland, and they're not wearing any clothes. So beware. We have these 2 foxes. They're hanging out in the sauna. So, yeah. There you go. Some, not what you were expecting, was it? So thank you, Media, for all the cards. Some of them she sent a while ago and just the mail's finally caught up, and that's why they've all shown up now. All right, this next one comes from Monty and Violet in Saskatchewan. He always uses a bunch of really nice older stamps on there. Love that he's used the Montreal Canadian stamp. Inside, he wrote me a really nice note saying that Violet's friend had won some postcards from a local Salvation Army, and so she bought them from her, and then they saw what the postcards were, and some of them decided to send to me because he thought it'd be more appropriate if these cards came from me versus from him in Saskatchewan. That is because they are from Atlantic Canada. Here's the tea room in Cape Breton in Nova Scotia. So these are all blank. I can send them off again rather than keep flipping them around. Vintage Peggy's Cove one there. You can see. And this one here of Shetty Camp in Cape Breton as well. This one at Cape North on the Cabot Trail. Peggy's Cove. So far all of these are in Nova Scotia. There's the Fortress of Louisburg, or Louisburg. Also in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. This one here, a Maritime Holdings card. This is Magnetic Hill Shops and Wharf here in Moncton. So yeah, this is a Moncton card. Another Magnetic Hill here in Moncton. You can see a bit vintage if you look at that car. They don't look like that anymore. Confederation Bridge, which links New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. This one here is definitely vintage. This is the Tower of London in Burlington, near Kensington and Prince Edward Island. It says, the view of the Tower of London at famous Woodley, Burlington, near Kensington, is a 1:6 scale model of the Tower of London, a stone and concrete reproduction of one of the world's most famous buildings, is but one of many unique, fascinating attractions that are displayed throughout the extensive lawns at Woodley Estates. I do not think this exists anymore. Kyler or Helen, if you're watching this, you can comment, but I'm pretty sure that does not exist anymore. That's gone the way of the dodo. There used to be a big ark or something that was there too, and there was a space shuttle that was in around there. There were a bunch of different things that were there. I think that is one of the ones that is no longer. And then finally, the world's longest covered bridge in Heartland, New Brunswick. But these are a bunch of different covered bridges as well to go with it. So I will definitely make use of sending those cards out. I appreciate it, Monty and Violet, for thinking of me and sending them this way. All right, moving on. This next one comes all the way from Lithuania. This comes from Stn. There are the Lithuanian stamps. It took a little while to get here, but it has finally arrived. And in it, she sent some stickers. So I've got some more stickers to adorn my cards with, which is nice. She sent some washi tape. Nice big red one. I'm always looking for the color red. I know this is maybe Christmas themed, but I'm pretty sure I'll use it throughout the winter too. And then she sent this really nice Star Wars card. And looking for forward to exchanging maybe a big present this year. You know, we did packages in the past. We may go back and do that again if she's wanting to do that. She also says that her and her husband Thomas have been watching The Last of Us. Have you seen that show? It's really good. We've watched it too. It is filmed in Alberta, Canada. At least the first season was. I believe the second season is moving towards Vancouver, British Columbia. So they might have bigger city scenes in it, that sort of thing. She also sent this nice Christmas card. A little bit different look at Santa. But I don't mind, that's really cool. And she got it really nicely decorated on the back. And then she sent a blank card of Paris. So I have a Parisian card to send off if someone is interested in the Eiffel Tower. And she also sent this one here, close-up of a horse. So thank you, Stn, for all of those things. That was a nice surprise to get. Put that aside. The next one is a hedgehog, and this one comes from Jilly B of Jilly B Living Her Life Her Way. Got to go check her out on YouTube. She does fantastic things. She is part of the unicorn gang. We've got the unicorn there. We have new King Charles III and the older Elizabeth II in the barcodes, the colors. Always makes me a little sad to see that now. Still not getting used to King Charles III on the throne. It's going to take some time. It really is, after 70 plus years of Queen Elizabeth II. Maybe by his Golden Jubilee, we'll be used to it. Maybe it won't make it that long. I don't know. There we go. So that one came from Jilly B. She also sent me this envelope, which has the Christmas stamp on it as well. And inside, she sent me a Happy New Year card. One of these ones that folds out and has a nice message inside. But inside, she's also included a couple blank cards. She recently did a video of some of the cards she found. These are Game of Thrones. I really liked Game of Thrones. It was a great show. Lots of plot twists and things. Maybe not great for someone who is super sensitive or, you know, everyone has their own opinion on what should be on television. And this is an HBO show, so everything was in this television program. All right, the next one, I told you it's going to be a long video. This one comes from our friend Eric in Ontario. We haven't heard from him in a little while. He was off on vacation, and so he sent me this Christmas greetings. And inside, he sent me 3 envelopes, and they say, do not open until. And there's January 12th, there's next Friday, there's the Friday after. So he also said, show the envelopes to make sure there's no tampering. See, the envelope has never been opened. I'm going to put the other 2 envelopes back inside the original. We are going to open the one that says January 12th. And we are going to do that with the help of a pair of scissors, because I didn't bring my letter opener to the table. Ta-da, zip that open like that. I don't want to damage anything that might be inside. Eric is normally great at sending riddles and things that I am no good at answering, but I think you guys really enjoy doing, so I'm glad that he's back. All right, he went to a wolf sanctuary while he was away. This is the Wolf Sanctuary of Pennsylvania. This is a photo he took at the wolf sanctuary, and this is a postcard he found there as well. And then he's got a note for me. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read the note out. Let me just do a quick zip through. All right, I guess I can read this one. Hello, the Canadian Postcard King. It is a new year. This year we are your royal subjects have decided to make some changes to make sure things run smoothly. We will begin to send a month's worth of riddles in one letter To save the Royal Treasury $33.12 estimated. The savings could be used to ship packages to your highness. Also makes mail delays or anything else in the past. Long live the Canadian Postcard King. Thank you so much for that. And then he sends a recap since the last time he messaged me. He says, when moving forward in life, you'll be doing this for sure, but physically you do it without even knowing. And when you're all done, part of you keeps going. You want it that way, so you keep learning. What are you doing as the years keep on turning? And the answer was growing. Did you know that? Even after you're dead, you're still growing? Maybe. All right, this week's riddle. To do this, you use one body part. Babies start in due time. Some hate when certain people do it. Others do it nonstop and it's fine. What activity is this? To do this, you use one body part. Babies start in due time. Babies start in due time with one body part. Some hate when certain people do it. Others do it nonstop and it's fine. What activity is this? Is it cry? Babies start, some people hate when people do this. Others do it nonstop and it's fine. I'm going with cry. Babies cry. Some people are very unemotional and don't cry very often. Other people are very sensitive and cry all the time. So that's my guess, cry. All right, now he has also sent the dad joke. What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? What has 5 toes and isn't your foot? It's my foot. My foot has 5 toes. All right, so thank you so much, Eric, for that. Your week 1 riddles and questions are done. If you have a different answer for the riddle, make sure you write it in the comments. If you think that my answer is correct, you can write it in the comments too, and we'll see next week what the answer is. All right, put that aside. Thank you, Eric. The next one I have comes from Stephen in Australia. There's the stamps, and I'm going to show you what's in it because I think it's related to this. All right, he sent me a bunch of blank postcards that I can use. I'm going to flip through and show you those. I won't really give you the explanation of those yet. I will when I start sending them out, because they're all beautiful cards that people will enjoy. Ooh, there we go. And these are from all his travels around the world, including some art. Yeah, that direction. And that one. So he sent all those blank ones that I can send out. And then, if you know Stephen, he is very detailed oriented. He was a teacher. And so he sent cards like this. And on the back it says, when we first went to China, the post office charged us 11 yen to post. Yen? No, I don't think it's yen in China. But post a letter to send a postcard. The next time they went, it only cost them $4.50. So the price of mail actually went down. There's some beautiful stamps on the back. This one here, he says, is a Tunisian costume stamp that was issued in 1962 and 1963. He's got this on their honeymoon in 1992. You were on your honeymoon in 1992 and I was just graduating from high school. This one is a throwback. He says, sorry, couldn't resist sending you this postcard. Now, what was that subliminal message again? Oh, yes, pineapple. What have we started? So I did have a subliminal message for one of my giveaways, and it was pineapple. So that's what he's referring back to. This one can be a little disturbing. We're going to do this. I'll tell you what's going on rather than show you what's going on. It just says a Turkana life in the dry north of Kenya. This is a series of photos. You can see how blood is harvested from a camel. This is then sometimes mixed with milk and frothed up to make a kind of blood milkshake. I guess that's not a recipe that I'll be trying anytime soon. No, it is not a recipe that I'll be trying anytime soon, but different cultures, different things, no bias, no judgment rather. This one here, just thought you might like this one. So this is Vincent van Gogh. This one here is also known as the Elgon Maasai. The Samburu have similar culture to the Maasai. I'm thinking Kenya maybe as well. This one here, it says, yeah, definitely, this is a Maasai mother with children from Kenya. So not sure what is about the red and white checkered material, but the Maasai seem to be rather fond of it, that or just plain red. You don't often see them in other colors. I am thinking the red comes from the sand. I know in a lot of things that I've watched that they can make the dye, make that red dye from the earth that is available there. This one here says poinsettias are introduced species, so it's a bit odd to find one in the middle of nowhere. No idea where this is, but would guess in Queensland. An Australian one. Just says a beautiful poinsettia tree in bloom in an Australian beach. And then we have this one here. It says, did you know that the colorful beaks of puffins fall off after their mating season and regrow for the next one? When we were in the Faroes, puffins' beaks earrings were on sale. My wife and I were horrified as puffins are lovely. We didn't know about the beak thing at the time, but we also had puffin foots and wing jewelry. Still not impressed. They also kill whales. Okay, that went very dark very fast. I think I should have stopped at that the puffin's beaks fall off after mating. That is an interesting fact, and to know that they grow back is great too. This one here, Calais and lace. And he said, I wonder who was the first to think of making lace. Yeah, I often think of that with a lot of things. Who was the first one to eat lobster? To see this thing growing around, living across the bottom of the ocean, and thought, yeah, we should eat that. So a lot of things. Who were the first to do different things? This one here says, when we were in China, postcards were sold in packs of about 10 different cards. They were always this thin, though more recent ones received through post crossing have been a bit thicker. Yeah, the original postcards and even some of the ones that I've made are pretty thin. Here we have a beautiful stained glass window. It says, while off in Calais for the day, on a day trip from the UK, my wife's cousin took her on a trip to the Canterbury Cathedral. This one here is the stone facade of a house, and this postcard is from the Iraqi Kurdistan. The postcard is from a set sold in a pack at the museum. It's not easy to find postcards in Kurdistan, so you're a bit lucky to get this one. Thank you. And then this one here is the Citadel. The building 2/3 of the way up of the postcard is the Citadel, so there's the Citadel in there. This one here is says yet another informative postcard, and on the back he's translated on the river. That's all it says. Okay, this is a tree on the river, I guess. This one here says, home sweet home, take your cow dung and mud and smear it over branch frames. So I guess that's how they made their houses. You use what you have around in order to be ingenuitive. This one here says, another Russian postcard, not overburdened with information. It just says mostik, meaning little bridge. You can say right there, little bridge. Yep, that's what it is, a little bridge. And then this one here, it says autumn fall, not much information. This says that the postcard should only be sent in an envelope. This is quite normal unless it's a prepaid postcard. So that's the information he's translated at the bottom. So it says, may you never be without a birch tree for Christmas. Thank you. There's a lot of birch trees. And then the final postcard is this beautiful piece of art. It says, when we were in Hanzhou, the second time we were in China, there was a perfume exhibition that my wife and I attended. Among the freebies I received were a bundle of brochures on making perfume, which I used in my language classes, and a series of postcards of the perfume bottles over the years. So that's a perfume bottle. Very cool. Thank you so much, Stephen, for all those informative postcards and messages about things around the world. We are so much more learned after that. And then the final thing that I arrived in the mail is this envelope here. It wasn't canceled. This comes from Liverpool Stamps. If you've been following my Stamp of the Month, which I've only had one episode of, but I did do an episode last year as a collaboration with Liverpool Stamps. This is part 2, which will come out next week. And then we're already planning for the February stamp of the month. Make sure you go to liverpoolstamps.co.uk. Check out everything that they have to offer. But if you're interested in the Queen Victoria Golden Jubilee stamps, or the, well, I'm going to keep the other ones separate, but if you put in TDGJAN, you're going to get 25% off. So I encourage you to go ahead and do that. That is the video for today. Fantastic. Love everything that came through. You guys continue to surprise me week after week with what shows up. And hopefully you enjoyed it too. All right. Tomorrow is That Dad Guy Answers. It probably will be a little bit later because I'm going to go to the stamp show first. And if I'm shooting some stuff for that, I might have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. You'll have to watch and find out. All right. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.